The Kentucky Hospital Association, in my opinion, has lost all legitimacy and credibility as an organization. And they've tarnished their reputation to a point where I'm not sure if they can redeem themselves or not. They are attempting to drag EMS providers through the mud with the sole purpose of the only thing that I can think of, in my opinion. It's definitely not in the name of patient safety. It's for money. They're an organization that tries to wield influence through monetary donations. There was a news article where there was an email that was leaked where they legitimately stated that was their purpose. And right now, they're trying to introduce legislation that would essentially remove, that would eradicate the Kentucky Board of EMS. Now, what other medical providers, what other practicing medical providers have do not have an independent board? Okay, maybe nursing, maybe respiratory therapists, nursing homes, but we are more closely aligned with physicians than other healthcare providers. So it makes sense for us to have an independent regulatory board. They also want us to prioritize non-emergency interfacility transfers over 911 calls. They want to implement a arbitrary response time frame or criteria for patients that are not emergent, that are located in a healthcare facility with nurses and physicians. Okay, and they're claiming that these patients are suffering because EMS is taking too long to respond to these non-emergency interfacility calls. Now, if patients are languishing in your facilities, to me it seems like it's a result of having inadequate staffing levels in your facility. You should not allow any patient to languish. They're not accusing us of not prioritizing emergency transfers, patients that are having heart attacks, strokes, that are crashing, that are in shock. They're not accusing us of this. In fact, they don't have the data. They do not have objective data. What they had to do was call up hospitals and say, I need your horror stories. So what they did was they found outliers. All right, they found outliers, and you know what? We don't want to tarnish the reputation of our healthcare facilities. We don't want to tarnish the reputations of our colleagues. That's not what we want to do. Why would they want to do that? We've been giving everybody a little bit of grace during this pandemic, and they're taking full advantage of it. You tell me that the hospitals don't have a workforce shortage, that they don't have a nursing shortage. Maybe they should publish their nursing to patient ratios. Maybe they should publish the ER wait times. And they're playing really dirty, and we don't want to do that. But everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to take action. This is moving fast. It only has the legislation only has one sponsor, so I believe that we can stop it if we can get on the same page and stand up against this. This really has nothing to do with the Kentucky Board of EMS. It has everything to do with us as a healthcare professional being able to regulate ourselves. They want bureaucrats to sit on their board. They want our protocols to be approved by someone who is not even a physician, who has no clue what it is that we do. They only want two EMS providers on the board, and what they have to say would not matter because the board would be mostly made up of bureaucrats. So if you think that we are regressing as EMS providers, that we're not moving EMS forward now, imagine what would happen if they got their way and this legislation passed. So we need to be there in person. We need to send emails to the committee. We need to send emails to our legislators. We cannot let this happen.